What up, channel? It's Foreplayy, and this is a montage breakdown. I wanted to do Finale V1, my first ever montage in CoD4. And in this series, I'm going to break down what montages mean to me and my symbolism in them. A lot of people didn't know about montages in CoD4 and weren't really doing them until I started them. I'd like to say I definitely am one of the best montage makers, quote unquote, in terms of ideas with my editors. I contacted a guy named FigR way back in the day, and I said, hey, I'd really appreciate it if you made my montage. I'm not sure if I paid for this one or not. I don't think I did. But okay, so basically at the beginning of this montage, you're going to see what it looks to be like poop. It's definitely not. It's actually paint, and a lot of people thought it was blood, but it was paint, and that paint was supposed to symbolize painting over like a finished project. A lot of people wouldn't know that, but that's what it symbolized because COD4 was at its death, and I figured, my work is done here, so I painted over it. Once you build something nice, you paint over something. So going into this montage, you're gonna notice these are old school clips. People got Juggernaut on. All this is competitive gameplay, so you can respect it for what it is. You'll see some old school people in there. You'll see Samzors, Moho. You'll see so many people. You'll actually get to see Crim6. His name back then was Eclipse. I clutch on them later in this. There's so many people we played against, and this is actually my favorite Call of Duty, just due to the fact that I loved it. A lot of the people in the editing in this are like, man, you have so many transitions, and I wanted to do that, and I know montages back then were a little different, but I didn't really care about showcasing skill because my records and my GB teams and my tournament wins and all that stuff. There was Rambo, by the way. All that kind of showed what I was about, and I wanted to put in only competitive clips, only from scrims, tournament gameplay. Most of it is tournament gameplay because myself and Stainville were really the only people that recorded back then. There was a couple others, and they recorded on like crappy Dazzles and stuff. Shout out to Dazzle for bringing it to the game. I never actually got to use one. My first ever capture card was a Hapog, and the soundtrack in this was all FigR. The editing transitions. However, there's a bunch of Easter eggs in here that I want you guys to try to find. One of them already passed, and there's a bunch of them, including marijuana leaf. I don't smoke weed, and nor do I have a problem with people that do. I know so many people that do, but oh, this is actually the clutch right here. This is on Crim6. If you guys know him, he plays for Evil Geniuses. Back then his name was Eclipse. So yeah, long story short, this video actually means a lot to me because this is the first ever montage I did, and it's kind of one of those things when I dropped it, my teammates were like, holy shit, like you actually did it. And the video actually did really well. It got almost 70,000 views for those of you that haven't seen it. And then I think it had like 1,000 likes almost, with like 30 dislikes. It was pretty crazy for a video from back then. And oh, there was an Easter egg right there. If you saw the cat on the wall, go back in and you could definitely find it. There was a cat on the wall. This is actually a pretty good clutch I had. And a lot of this stuff, like there's EOD. For those of you that don't know, I created the word EOD back in the day, and that was just envious or die. It wasn't anything special. There was the marijuana leaf going up the ladder, in case you guys are wondering. Kind of ruining all these Easter eggs for you, but I just want you guys to see it, want you guys to know. I created the term EOD and stuff because it was kind of one of those things that I wanted to have symbolize what it is, and it still goes on to this day. Hashtag EOD. That's kind of one of the things. So that meant envious or die, as I said, and I created it just so it'd have longevity in Call of Duty. And remember, Call of Duty 4 came out in 2008, so that's been around for a long time. That's actually something that stuck around, which is kind of crazy. And I wanted to do a special thanks to all the people that I knew back then. And I was such a rookie in the montage game. You'll see EOD in the stars. I really wanted to put that in the stars because it was just one of those things that, like I said, I wanted it to live on forever. So this is my first ever montage. I hope you guys like this new series, and please give this a like. And yeah, we'll definitely go on. So though no one can go back and make a brand new start, and you can start from the beginning and make an end. So that's good. And you guys are the best. Until next time, peace. Oh yeah, by the way, you can go watch the trailer for this too. I'll put it in the top left video. Sick. What up, Foreplayy gang? I hope you guys liked that video. I haven't done one of those ever, and it felt pretty good to kind of talk about my montage and what it meant to me. So there's going to be the trailer in the top left, and I might put Finale V2 in the top right, just so you can see it. I definitely want to keep doing these, so favorite, comment, like, subscribe. Get at me on Twitter. Make sure you say what up. Same with Instagram. Until next time, take care, and I hope you guys enjoy this. This should be fun.